We all have that guilt when we spend hours and hours on social media and we feel that we are not productive. Everybody around us have developed some sort of mechanism on how to either reduce the use of social media or get rid of it completely. Digital detox is no more an alien concept. However, there's something else which is equally distracting. It is keeping you away from achieving your goals, but it's not social media. It is multitasking. By definition, multitasking is doing multiple tasks simultaneously at the same time. Multitaskers continuously switch between different tasks in a rapid succession under the illusion that they are working on all of them at the same time and getting more done at once. Multitasking does seem to be an efficient way where you can get a lot done in small amount of time, but that's not really true. Our brains are not wired to do multiple tasks at the same time or continuously keep on switching between tasks as much as we'd like it to be. In fact, multitasking can actually hamper our productivity by impacting our attention, comprehension, and focus. As a busy working mom, I have to admit I have tried to multitask more times than I'd like to think I have, but I've nearly failed at all times. Eating lunch while attending a conference call or feeding my toddler while checking my emails. Have I managed to do it all? I don't think so. Every time I've eaten lunch in a conference call, I've lost context. Every time I've tried to check my work emails when I'm feeding my toddler, he has thrown some sort of tantrums. One quiet evening, I sat to think, why is it that I'm giving my 100% to everything, but still things are not getting done? That's when I realized that I'm not giving 100% to anything when I'm multitasking. I'm 50% here, 50% there, and that's why things are just not getting done. Now the question arises, why is multitasking a distraction? Well, when we are multitasking, we aren't fully engaged in anything. Repeatedly toggling back and forth can impact our productivity. For example, taking out 30 seconds just to send a text message can derail our ability to focus for up to 30 minutes later. Somebody can say that all the tasks that I'm doing while multitasking are important. And to some extent, that's true. We are busy, so we have too many things on our plate. But some of them can easily be counted as distractions. Eating lunch while attending a conference call could be a distraction, or attending a conference call while eating lunch could be a distraction. It depends on priorities, especially if eating lunch during a conference call becomes my only option because my diary is filled with other things during the other times of the day. But how do we manage all of this? The last 2 years after having my child have become really crazy, and I have developed some mechanisms on how to deal with distractions and multitasking altogether. Here are some of the things that I do. I pick something called as highlight of the day. I pick one or two tasks which are most important to me for that day, and I'd focus on finishing them before going to anything else. The way it helps is that it gives me utmost satisfaction that I've accomplished the highlight of the day, and then I feel that my whole day has been productive. There are a couple of ways on how I decide on what should be the highlight of the day. Number one is what would give me the utmost satisfaction if I did it today. Number two, what would give me the utmost joy if I did it today. And number three is what is the most urgent thing in my to-do list that needs to be handled today. For example, shooting this video was the highlight of the day, and I'd be very happy once I'm able to finish this. Another thing that I like to do is going in a shell. If I have to do some important work that requires deep research or deep thinking, I normally would close the room door. I would put my phone on DND, I would turn off the notifications, and I would hide it in a different room. And this way, I don't have distractions and I'm only focusing on the task that I have to do. Now, because I'm a working mom, it's very difficult for me to get undistracted time like this, but even 45 minutes is a blessing. Humans are most productive in the morning, and I pick the morning hours, which is very quiet, there are no distractions, to do any sort of deep work that I have to do, and I go in my shell and I'm not distracted at that time. Another thing that helps me a lot is calendar blocking. Now, having the knowledge of what I'm doing or what I'm planning to do at a given point of time is a game changer. After having my son, I have tried to maintain a calendar for all the things that I do, work and personal. I put slots for cooking, I put slots for playing with my son, I put slots for even distractions. And that's when I'm not doing anything else. I'm just roaming around, literally not finishing any of the tasks, not aiming to finish any of the tasks. Another advantage of calendar blocking is protected time. Now I'm studying for an exam these days, and what I do is I have a daily slot for 6 a.m. in the morning, and the only thing I do at that time is study for that exam. Now, the way it helps me is that nothing else is sitting in my diary at 6 a.m. in the morning, because I'm only focusing on doing that particular task, and that's how I get it accomplished. As humans, our brains are hardwired for distractions. Anything that's pleasurable or beautiful or novel or threatening, we tend to get attracted to it, and that's how we end up doing multiple things at the same time. But in order to set ourselves up for success and do all the things that we as busy moms want to do, I think what we can do is remove all the distractions, and probably hopefully this video you found helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.